Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into something that might surprise you a little bit at first.
Oh.
The connection between gratitude,
Okay.
mindset,
Uh-huh.
and totally crushing your goals.
I like it.
And get this, we're focusing on fitness and finance.
Two things everybody cares about.
Exactly.
Nice.
So we're basing this deep dive on a few YouTube videos.
Okay.
From the channel Sweat Soul Success
Great channel.
and their FAQ document.
I've seen it.
And you know what's really interesting is that these sources emphasize that it's not just about working hard
No.
to reach your fitness or financial goals, but it's about cultivating the right mental state.
The inner game.
Yeah. So the first video jumps right into it and talks about gratitude as a tool to completely transform your fitness journey.
Love it.
It basically says that a lot of us approach fitness from a place of lack. Like, we're so fixated on what we haven't achieved yet.
Yeah, you see that everywhere.
So much of the focus is on, I haven't lost those 10 pounds, or I don't have those six-pack abs yet.
Totally.
Instead of what we can do.
Right.
So what's the science behind this? How can gratitude actually change our perspective?
Well, it's like this: when you're always focused on what you're missing, what you don't have,
Mhm.
your brain is basically being trained to see limitations.
Okay.
But gratitude flips the script.
How so?
Gratitude shines a spotlight on all the amazing things your body can do
Oh, I like that.
and what you've already accomplished.
Okay, so it's like shifting that focus from what's missing
Yeah,
to what's already there.
exactly.
So instead of beating ourselves up for not having that six-pack,
Right.
we should be celebrating the fact that we can move our bodies.
Yeah.
You know, we can walk, we can run,
Uh-huh.
we can dance.
We can do yoga.
Exactly.
You know what's interesting is that there's actually a neurological basis for this.
Mhm.
When you practice gratitude,
Yeah.
you activate the reward circuitry in your brain,
Interesting.
and that releases dopamine and serotonin, those feel-good chemicals.
Absolutely.
And that creates this positive feedback loop,
Okay.
reinforcing those feelings of appreciation and abundance.
Oh, it's so cool. And the video actually has this guided meditation
I saw that.
where you thank your body.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally thank your heart, your leg,
Your arms.
even your mind.
Everything.
It sounds a little bit woo-woo at first, I have
Yeah.
to admit, but could this actually make a difference?
You know what I think is really powerful?
Yeah.
Because it taps into self-love and acceptance.
Mhm.
When you approach your body with gratitude,
Yeah.
you're cultivating this sense of appreciation for what it is right now.
Yeah.
And that is the foundation for positive change.
Right, because you're not coming from a place of punishment or self-criticism,
Exactly.
but from a place of love and respect.
Love, respect, totally.
So how do we actually turn gratitude into a habit?
Oh, that's the big question, right?
Yeah, how do we make it more than just a fleeting feeling?
Right.
The video in the FAQ mentioned some really practical techniques.
They do.
What are some of your favorites?
Well, they suggest starting each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for.
3 things?
Could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee
Oh, yeah.
or a sunny day.
That sounds doable.
The key is to make it a ritual.
A ritual. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
And they also recommend expressing gratitude before each workout.
Oh, interesting.
I know, right?
So before you even start exercising.
Exactly. It's about framing exercise as an opportunity to celebrate your body's strength
Okay.
and its potential.
So it becomes a gift
A gift, yeah.
instead of a punishment.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you thought, oh, I have to go to the gym?
Oh, all the time.
But what if you thought, I get to move my body today?
It's a whole different way of thinking about it.
Totally.
I can definitely see how shifting your perspective like that could make a huge difference.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In terms of motivation and consistency.
Absolutely.
But what about our finances?
Okay.
Can gratitude actually impact our bank accounts?
That's what everybody wants to know, right?
Well, that's what the second Sweat Soul Success video explores.
It does.
It dives into the connection between wealth and mindset,
Okay.
talking specifically about the idea of scarcity mindset versus abundance mindset.
It's a popular concept these days.
It is, and I've heard those terms before,
Yeah.
but honestly, I'm not sure I totally get the difference.
Well, think of it like this.
Okay,
Imagine a pie.
okay, I like pie.
Someone with a scarcity mindset believes there's only so much pie to go around. If someone else gets a big slice,
Yeah.
they feel like they're missing out.
They're losing out.
Exactly.
Just behind it.
They're constantly competing and hoarding and worrying about having enough.
Oh, I know people like that.
We all.
So then, with this pie analogy,
Yeah.
what does an abundance mindset look like?
Someone with an abundance mindset believes there's enough pie for everyone
Okay,
and maybe even an infinite amount of pie.
okay, that's a whole different way of looking at it.
Right.
So they see opportunities everywhere
Mm-hmm.
and believe that success is not a zero-sum game.
Not at all.
So they're more likely to collaborate,
Yeah.
share, and
Yeah.
believe in their own ability to create wealth.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's such a powerful shift in perspective.
It really is.
And the video actually says that your mindset can shape your financial reality.
It can.
How so?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
If you believe money is scarce and hard to come by,
Yeah.
you'll probably act in ways that support that belief.
Right.
So you might avoid taking risks or settle for less or constantly worry about money.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely been there.
But if you believe in abundance,
Mhm.
you're much more likely to go after opportunities,
Okay.
invest in yourself, and actually attract wealth into your life.
I love this idea.
Powerful, right?
But how do you actually identify and change those beliefs about money?
Yeah, especially if we've been carrying them around for years.
Years and years,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the video talks about a really cool exercise. It's
Okay.
called Identifying Your Financial Story.
Your financial story.
It's all about uncovering the beliefs you hold about money and where those beliefs came from.
Mm.
Like, think about those messages we've all heard from our families or from society.
Totally. Like money doesn't grow on trees.
Right.
Or rich people are greedy.
Exactly.
Things like that.
It's about recognizing those ingrained beliefs.
Wow. So this financial story exercise is all about writing it down,
Yeah.
confronting those limiting beliefs,
Yeah.
and then rewriting it.
You become the author of your own financial destiny.
I like that.
Right.
So instead of thinking money is hard to earn,
Mm-hmm.
you could rewrite it as...
Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly.
That's awesome.
By consciously choosing empowering beliefs,
Yeah.
you create a new framework for how you think about money and how you interact with it.
So it's not just positive thinking.
No.
It's about changing those deep-seated beliefs
Yeah.
and starting to see possibilities instead of limitations.
I love that.
This is really making me think.
It is pretty mind-blowing, right?
And it feels like we're just scratching the surface here.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much more to uncover
There is.
about this connection between mindset and achieving our goals.
Absolutely. And there's 2 more videos to dive into.
Oh, perfect. Because before we jump into that,
Yeah.
I'm curious, what's been standing out to you so far?
What's resonating with you the most?
Out of all of this stuff, what's really sticking with you?
What's really fascinating to me is how these seemingly simple practices,
Yeah.
gratitude shifting your mindset, rewriting your story, they can actually rewire your brain for success.
Yeah.
And, it's not just about positive thinking. There's real science behind it.
Yeah, I'm totally with you there.
It's cool, right?
It really is. I'm starting to see how these principles could apply to way more than just fitness and finance.
Definitely.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
We've got those other 2 Sweat Soul Success videos to explore,
We do.
and I'm so eager to hear more about this visualization technique.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
We'll be back with part 2 right after this.
Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
See you soon. Welcome back to the deep dive. So before the break, we were getting into this idea of a visualization.
Yeah, and not just daydreaming, but really using your imagination as like this tool to create real change.
Right, exactly. It's like those athletes who will mentally rehearse
Oh,
before
yeah.
big game.
Yeah, totally.
They're not just hoping for the best. They're actually priming their minds and bodies to be successful.
So they're creating a mental blueprint for success.
You got it. There's actually some really interesting research
Oh, really?
on the neuroscience of this. When you vividly imagine yourself doing something,
Okay.
your brain actually fires in a very similar way
Wow.
to when you actually physically do that thing.
That's so cool. So the third Sweat Soul Success video
Yeah.
walks you through this process of visualization,
Uh-huh.
but it focuses specifically on visualizing your dream life.
Yeah. It's all about creating this multi-sensory experience
Multi-sensor.
in your mind.
Okay.
So it's not just about what you see,
Mhm.
but engaging all your senses,
Really?
sound, touch, even smell and taste.
Wow. The video even has this guided meditation where you imagine yourself walking down this path
Oh, yeah.
that represents a future,
Yeah, you visualize your ideal day.
right? Like your dream home, your dream job, your relationships, everything.
All the details.
And all those details. That's crucial.
So important.
It's not just seeing a blurry picture,
No.
but making it come alive.
Yeah, like really feeling it.
Feeling the warmth of the sun, smelling your morning coffee.
Yeah, and feeling that sense of accomplishment as you crush your goals.
So it's almost like creating a virtual reality experience, but in your mind.
Exactly. And when you do that, you're actually programming your subconscious mind.
Oh, wow.
It's like you're creating this internal compass
Okay.
that guides all your actions and decisions.
So it's like planting seeds for your future.
Yeah.
And then your actions are the water and sunlight that help those seeds grow.
That's a perfect analogy.
But it's not just about seeing those images.
Right.
It's about feeling the emotions.
Because feelings are so important.
Right? And the video really emphasizes that.
Yeah.
Feeling the joy, the freedom.
Yeah, the fulfillment.
As if you're already living that dream.
It's like you're already there.
Because emotions are energy in motion.
They are.
And when you feel those emotions, you're sending a powerful message.
A signal to the universe.
That you're ready to receive it.
Yes.
I'm really intrigued by all this, but I have to admit, I'm a little bit skeptical.
I get it.
What if someone doesn't even know what their dream life looks like yet?
That's a good question.
Where do they even begin?
Well, that's where the visualization meditation in the video is so helpful.
Okay.
It starts with you just standing at the edge of a path, representing your future.
I love that image.
It's
like you're stepping into the unknown.
And the meditation helps you focus on the details.
Okay.
What do you wear? How do you feel?
Okay.
What's the expression on your face?
So it's about exploring those different possibilities?
Yeah.
And seeing what really resonates with you.
Exactly. And being open to the journey and trusting that the clarity will come as you go.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's not about forcing a specific outcome.
No, not at all.
But being open to whatever might unfold.
Yeah.
This is all starting to click for me now, but let's be realistic. We're not always going to feel motivated and inspired.
Of course not.
What happens when we hit those inevitable roadblocks? Or, we start to doubt ourselves?
Yeah, we all have those moments.
So how do we deal with that inner resistance?
Well, the Sweat Soul Success FAQ has some great advice for that.
Okay.
And it starts by just acknowledging that resistance is normal.
Okay.
It's natural, especially when you're trying to change those deeply ingrained beliefs.
It's part of the process.
It is. And the key is to not judge yourself for feeling that resistance.
So it's not about pretending the doubt isn't there.
No.
But learning how to work with it.
Exactly. Instead of beating yourself up for feeling resistant, just notice those thoughts and ask yourself, where is this coming from?
Okay.
Is this belief actually serving me?
So it's about becoming more aware of those stories that we're telling ourselves?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not good enough, or it's too late.
Yeah, we've all got those stories.
And then choosing to rewrite them.
Choose a different story.
And the FAQ also suggests using positive affirmations.
Oh, yeah, those are powerful.
To counteract those negative thoughts.
Right.
So repeating phrases like, I am capable, I am worthy, I am attracting abundance.
Yeah, you're basically rewiring your brain for success.
Affirmations always seemed a little cheesy to me.
I know, they get a bad rap.
But now I'm really seeing the science behind them.
There's real power in them.
It's like giving your subconscious a pep talk.
And the repetition is key.
Okay.
The more you repeat those affirmations, the more those beliefs will start to take hold and influence your actions.
It's like creating a new soundtrack for your life.
I love that.
Replacing those negative self-doubt tracks with empowering anthems.
Yes. And remember, it's not just about mindset. It's about taking action.
Right. Action.
Consistent action.
Because as they say, the universe doesn't give you what you ask for with your thoughts. It gives you what you demand with your actions.
So true.
But those actions, they don't have to be these massive leaps.
Not at all.
It's about those small, consistent steps that move you toward your goals.
Exactly. Those baby steps add up.
So we need to celebrate those small wins.
Yes.
Acknowledge the progress we're making.
Even when it feels slow.
Even when it feels tiny.
Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory.
And it's those small wins that build momentum.
Absolutely.
And keep us moving forward.
Even when the doubt creeps in.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation so far.
It really has.
We've covered so much.
A lot of ground.
Gratitude, mindset, visualizations, affirmations.
The science behind it all.
I know, right? Before we dive into the final part, I'm curious, what's been the most impactful takeaway for you so far?
What's really hitting home for me is the realization that our minds are so powerful.
Yeah.
We can literally rewire our brains for success just by cultivating gratitude.
Okay.
Shifting our mindset.
Yeah.
And taking aligned action.
I'm right there with you.
It's amazing, right?
It is. And these Sweat Soul success videos and the FAQ have given us so much to think about and apply to our own lives.
Yeah.
Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's take a quick break.
Sounds good.
We'll be right back with part 3 and even more practical tips for putting these principles into action.
Can't wait.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We've been on this incredible journey.
We have.
Exploring this link between gratitude mindset and reaching your goals.
It's powerful stuff.
Especially in the areas of fitness and finance.
Yeah, those are 2 big ones.
It's amazing how much ground we've covered.
You know, right?
Drawing from those insightful Sweat Soul success videos and the FAQ.
Such good resources.
So much good stuff in there. So now let's bring it all together.
Okay.
How can our listeners actually use these principles in their own lives?
Yes. How can we make this practical?
Exactly. Well, the first step is awareness. Okay. Start paying attention to your thoughts, your beliefs, especially when it comes to fitness and finance.
Okay.
And notice any of that negative self-talk or limiting beliefs that might be holding you back.
It's like becoming a detective of your own mind.
I like that.
Uncovering those hidden patterns.
Yeah, the subconscious stuff.
That sabotage our efforts.
Exactly. And once you're aware of those patterns, you can start to question them.
Okay.
Ask yourself, is this belief even true?
Right.
Where did it come from? Does this belief support the future I'm trying to create?
And if the answer is no, it's time to rewrite that script. Time for a new story.
So replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations.
Oh, those are so powerful.
So instead of, I'm terrible with money,
which we've all thought.
Try saying, I'm attracting abundance and prosperity into my life.
Love it.
It's about choosing those thoughts that empower you.
Yeah, take control.
Instead of letting those old beliefs run the show.
And don't forget gratitude.
Oh, yeah. Gratitude's so important.
Make it a daily practice.
Acknowledge the things you're grateful for.
Both big and small, right?
Absolutely.
We talked about some really simple techniques from the Sweat Soul Success stuff.
Yeah.
Like starting each day by listing 3 things.
3 things.
You're grateful for.
Could be anything.
And expressing gratitude before every workout.
Every single time.
Those seem so doable.
They are, and consistency is key.
Okay.
The more you do it, the more gratitude becomes just a natural part of how you think.
Like you're training your brain.
You are.
To see the positive.
To see the abundance all around you.
And that shift can have this ripple effect on your whole life.
It can.
It impacts your fitness and your finances, but also your relationships, your career, your well-being, everything.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is.
So let's circle back to visualization.
Okay.
Those Sweat Soul Success videos were really big on creating that clear vision.
Yeah, of your dream life.
Of your ideal life.
Visualization is powerful.
It is.
But it's not just passive daydreaming.
Right, it's not just wishful thinking.
Engage all your senses, make it real.
Make it vivid.
And take action.
Aligned action.
Okay, so it's about seeing it, but also feeling it.
Yeah, feeling it, experiencing it.
Experiencing it like it's already happening.
That's the key.
I love those guided meditations from the video.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Especially the one where you're walking down the path. That represents your future.
That one was so powerful.
So good.
But what if someone's having trouble visualizing?
Yeah, what if they hit a wall?
What does the FAQ say about that?
The FAQ reminds us that resistance is normal.
Okay.
It's totally okay.
It's part of the process.
Don't get discouraged if it happens. Just acknowledge those feelings.
Without judgment.
And keep practicing.
Because it's a journey.
You have a destination. And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
Oh, that's so important.
There are so many resources out there. Books, podcasts, workshops.
To help people on their card?
To support you every step of the way.
It's about finding what works for you.
Yeah, what resonates.
Building a toolkit.
Of practices that empower you.
To create the life you want.
Exactly. And as you start using these principles, remember to celebrate your progress.
Even the small wins.
Every little step counts.
Every step forward is a victory.
And when you experience setbacks, because let's face it, we all do.
Yeah, that's part of life.
View those setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow.
Okay.
It's all part of the journey.
So as we wrap up this deep dive.
It's gone by so fast.
Do you have one final question?
Yeah, a thought-provoking question.
To leave our listeners with.
I do. What is one small step you can take today?
Okay, one small step.
To apply these principles to your own life.
What a great question.
Maybe it's starting a gratitude journal.
Okay.
Or making a vision board. Or just taking 5 minutes to visualize your dream life.
5 minutes. Anyone can do that.
Just start. Take that first step.
And trust the process.
Trust that the universe will meet you halfway.
This has been so inspiring.
I've loved this conversation.
And I feel like we've only scratched the surface.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A huge thank you to the Sweat Soul Success channel.
Such great content.
For these videos and the FAQ.
So insightful.
We highly recommend checking them out.
Definitely.
And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us on the Deep Dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've learned something new today.
I know I have.
And discovered some practical tools.
To help you on your journey.
To create positive change in your life.
With your fitness and your finances.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sweat Soul Success. To keep learning and growing.
Diving deep.
Until next time, keep diving deep.